guys, Mark DeRosa here. Welcome to the show.
Hoy la cosa se puso buena, el gozo corre por mi vena, vamos a olvidarnos de la pena, esta fiesta nadie la frena, sin parar, porque traímos bombas para fincar, y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar, no importa lo que pase vamos a gozar, traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bombas para fincar y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Yo, mucha sal, mucha sal. De los que hablan con la L que hacen todo hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bombas para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate a Elena, a Orlando y a Luca. Traigo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbe la peluca. Se queda freeze con la mano en la nuca. Él sabe que esto es un asalto. Suelta mi generación y acuéstate en el asfalto. La salvación con mi pana la comparto. Tengo fuego espiritual en el aposento alto y bomba que bendice si detona. El mundo ha tratado de quitarnos la corona. Muchos viven rápido, la vida no es Daytona. Todavía hay tiempo, razona. Porque traímos bombas para fincar y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bombas para fincar y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos
español muy malo. I speak English till I get up tu condado. Hit the beach, I'm 40 deep with mis hermanos. Y'all don't understand my lingo, tu pesado. Wepa, dale. Si lo tengo power of the Lord, I keep it on me. Every day is like a party, tell the drama go away. I don't do it for approval, I just do what God say. Car that cook me up a beat, I ate it in the driveway. Dale, live my life inside the valley. No, he walking with me, get my enemies un Cali, yeah, boy. DR down to Paraguay. Me and Funky got together, that's a crazy pair, boy.
Se puso buena, el gozo corre por mi vena. Vamos a olvidarnos de la pena, que esta fiesta nadie la frena, sin parar.
Esto es pa'l rico, esto es pa'l pobre, pa'l que le falta, pa'l que le sobre, pa'l que lo quiera y no lo tenga, pa'l que lo tenga y no lo quiera, para la iglesia, pa'l caserío, pa' los que son y los que no son de los míos, y pa' los tigres que andan en jipeta, y hasta los que andan en bicicleta.
Porque traímos bombas para fincar, y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bombas para fincar, y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal.
you anybody else in. I say I'm yours, but there's always someone else. We're both so far gone. Can't tell right from
Travis, where the drums at?
It's real. Don't you see them? It's real.
Every time I light one up,
Don't you see them?
I hop in my car.
Don't you see them?
I'm gonna hear something.
It's real.
Rolling down the street in it. Pair of Chucks got my feet in it. Whole pound, no 6 in it. Bring the Khalifa clone, I put the fees in it. KK got the whole place lit up. Hit the switch, make my 6'2" sit up. I know you sick, don't spit up. Tell homegirl if I can't, she gotta
Don't
get
you
up.
see them?
Bang.
Don't you see them?
Bang. Say she wanna ride with us. then ride with us. Say she wanna roll with us, then roll with us. Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us. Seat in the back, supposed to be the front. Say it's too loud, still turning up. Why you all in my face? I don't give a f. She ride shotgun, try and give me some. Oh, there you go again. Rolling up, putting on the floor again. A nice day, I might roll to the store again and let y'all see the whip. Get a whip, hit a switch, get a. Don't you see them? Don't you see them? Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us. Say she wanna roll with us, then roll with us. Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us. I know you've been hanging, and I know you've been hanging. What's that whip that you driving? What's that that you rocking? Yeah, I know you've been hanging, and I know you've been hanging. What's that whip that you driving? What's that that you rocking? Don't you see them? Don't you see them? Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us. Say she wanna roll with us, then roll with us. Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us.
Came alive. At the same time, I played my soul got bad. And literally, I would live lonely inside. On the physical side, all my miracles died. 2012, guess that plan didn't go well. Out my shell, still I'm living it. Yet it was written from God, it was gifted to give you a story that ain't hard to tell. 2013, far from a preteen, but it seemed that I had to chase my dreams, making anything that the world has not seen or heard. Moving words like verbs, curves. 2014, when I turned 19, saying R.I.P. to my big bro tree and my girl TT. When she down, now I'm back on road, cause I couldn't come round to the funeral. Let a whole year pass, made an EP and the fans got mad. A lot of issues that a young man had, just 2 years shy of a high school grad. 2016 when the boy got me, QLT embedded in my G's. Around the same time I met X and Ski. If the clan ain't hit, then we just might be the ones that have it all in our reach. 2017 I had no place to sleep. 2018 Taboo 1-3 was the best that people ever heard from me. When you get pure pain, I'ma just make heat. 2019 been good and bleak. Cut off the locks, new looks, ain't me. Used to chase my dreams, not a dream chase me. Take care of your dream. Chase my dream, chase my dream. Take care of your dream. Chase my dream, chase my dream, chase my dream.
Make 10 scenes, royalty so skin deep, melanin carry through heat. Papa was a soldier, did a whole life over shoulder. Both were my pillars, yeah I told ya. Both were product, about 10 kids, about 10 weeks, about 10 feet. School was about 10 Ks, T's getting faded, hope getting faded. H, no lights flashing and flicker was a dream. Providing for the children just to hope I saw beam with prosperity. Man, my parents they took care of me, made sure opinions were heard cause it was scary. Bit of kid things, I was lurking in the back when I thought I wasn't heard. Decided to take back, take care. Back, take care.
Chase my dream.
That was a dream.
And anything that the world has not seen
Was a dream. Yeah.
When I turn 19, chase my dreams.
Take care.
Say that you don't love me. Hey, I'm guessing I'ma be okay. Say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow.
Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me.
God. The God parted is Tokyo and I'm Godzilla. Playing blackjack versus dead, you're on the card dealer. Just bought a demon, I'm screaming about the car dealer. Last temptation of Mike, but I'm a God digger. Tell Beelzebub that the God don't need a job, and if I did, the oligarchs would be missing the when I'm gone. This is Bonaparte, and he paired with Tucson, and they went on a world conquest. Tear you from me apart. Michael remained bad, but still virtuous. Wait to come out of petty, you found out the church services. Not a holy man, but a moral in my perverseness. So I support workers unionizing their services.
You say that you don't love me. Hey, I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Born from the ether, I just appeared out of cloud. Scream invade the world. Rick was coming out like you Wrigley. I watch my mouth shot, he don't pronounce my name correct. Rules are gotta be rules, any exceptions, and I'm not a leader. Thinking the box and I get him, I fix the shot as if I hit a donut hole. They'll get to the crib and quickly. I watch my mouth when I'm finished watching y'all suck clock. Don't doubt you put an ounce of that evil on me, I'm flipping Ricky. I give an inch to you simps, I'll never forgive me. Not saying it's a conspiracy, but you're all against me. You see a picture with Runner Jules, ain't the shit but cancel my trip, turn the time machine back around a sense.
You say that you don't love me. Hey, I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Every child, woman and man, opinion don't matter, stick to your plan. If they judge, still don't budge. Don't give an inch, don't give a nudge. Life will leave you battered and bent. Lose a win, got a hold of your chin. And I put it on Jamie and me. We just gave you inspiration for free. The money
Never meant much.
One shot is never enough. I just wait for us to go in circles. A lifetime of giving up. Oh, you stop, give me a break. Don't say something about my bad. And first he would tell me I'm his friend. Actually, no thanks, I'm okay. And then he would send me lost my way. I want new friends, but then I want me. And making plans while I'm on TV. Thought it would be it's me. I want new friends, but then I want me. And the 80s song, yeah, how'd it go? When they said this is the beginning of the best years, even though false break. One shot is never enough. I just wait for this to go into circles. And the distance from my room is anything so necessary. I was thinking about that thing that you said last night. So boring. just leave? Is it just them, or maybe all me? Why my new friends, they'll seem to all me. Hurts my case, but that's okay. It hurts my case, but that's okay. I'm dancing on a moonbed. On and on and on and on and on. The deeper I get, the less that I know. As the way to go, the less that I know. The deeper I go, to the end though. The deeper I get, the less that I know. Diminishing return. Say on the song, on another day, on another song, on another day, on another song, on another day.
Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Oakland A's. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and I'll turn to you, Dan, as we discuss the high-level pitching matchup we've got in store for this one.
Two different kinds of pitchers. It just goes to show you there's more than one way to skin a cat. Right-hander with big power arm. You're going to see a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts. On the other side, this crafty left-hander, he'll make you put the ball in play. So two different ways to go about it, but both guys top-quality starters.
A's baseball is on the air. Next. Sonny Gray gets the ball for Oakland in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
And now in the box, Juan Pierre. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Pierre.
Now the first pitch. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7:05.
Here's the pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game. And it looks now like they want some time to review that one. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play.
Well, here's another look at it now. It was tough to tell watching it live, and boy, I'm still not totally sure. Maybe a tough decision for him here.
Now the indication from the dugout, and they will use a challenge here. So we'll see what the replay operations center in Manhattan has to say about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Athletic.
All right, here's one more look at it. Looking for that indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the play. But I don't think there's enough right there.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game.
Upon video review, the umpires have upheld the call of safe at first base.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, no, I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. When you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the pitchers.
With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. Two out, nobody on. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Tigers are shut down there. It's the Tigers nothing. A's coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Cole Hamels is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Detroit. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Acuna Jr.
A ball and no strikes. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty B, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run, and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
Roederer is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Batting second.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Number 19 swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
3-2, full count. Oh, look out, hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
I can't tell you how big a play that is right there. It's so important to keep runners off base, but how about keeping the go-ahead runner off base? Your pitcher's fired up right now.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. And he fouls this one off. He'll come into play here at 3:19. 15 long balls and 32 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's out. 1-1.
1-2 now.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
For the first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. Still no score. Second inning set to go. And set to go is the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different types of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate that people didn't know, Nolan Arenado, and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run saved. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand gem.
Standing in, Stowers. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Next batter is Jamer Candelario. He takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. And a fastball swung out, missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen.
Now the first pitch. Liner toward right center. Roederer moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting fifth.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's got the average at 285 here to start play. 10 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Batting six, the left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
So here is Eddie Rosario, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the first pitch to him. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Packard is underneath this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Adley Rutschman digging in now. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. Now here's the first offering. A fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Fouled off.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Grounded back up the middle, taken in by Simeon. Close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Now into the box, Cole Roederer, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike one. Third inning, no score to this point. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Roederer is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
At the plate now, Bryant Packard. As he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into play here at 273. 4 home runs, 18 driven in. That evens it up 1-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike two.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Down and in as he's forced to back out of the way that time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more off to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Number 19 is there, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Simeon is the first at bat in the inning. The pitch. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Reined in. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Batting it, the first baseman.
So 1 gone in the inning. Time to check out the A's schedule for the week ahead, and we'll be here every step of the way on MLB The Show. Next, it'll be George Brett, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Banks has got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting up, the catcher, Ken Donahue.
Striding in is Ken Donahue. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First pitch on the way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
High in the air down the right field line. Roederer gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Top of the order now, and that brings up Juan Pierre.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna giving chase. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. So now to the plate, Ernie Banks. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ballgame. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Chopped at the plate. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now back, second base.
So stepping in is Gleyber Torres. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So next to bat will be Kyle Stowers. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Acuna digs in now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Acuna retired, and there's one away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Ready. Here's the first pitch. Number 19 is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
If this offense is going to be this aggressive, I'm going to expect this pitcher and catcher combo to expand the zone.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1.
2 balls.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Shot to third. Boggs has it. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Base is empty, 2 away. And up next, the power-hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. First pitch of the AB now. Bounced weakly near the plate. Foul ball, however, strike 1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Inside and low, 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And he sends it the other way toward right center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Rodney. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and striding forward the designated hitter, Jeimer Candelario. That's popped up. Chapman has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched. And now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters doing it in different ways have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th.
Now batting, right fielder, Cole Roeder.
So now here is Cole Roederer, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Now the 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. All even now, 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutcheon. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
No balls and a strike to count. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. It's 1-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
So 1-2.
That's in. Ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Swing and a miss, and McCutcheon is set down for round number 1.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Digging in will be Eddie Rosario. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2-1 to count. 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And standing in the outfielder, Bryant Packard.
Bryant Packard.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back.
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Oh, man, that's a total brain cramp out there on the bases. He might have thought it was going to get down, but you've got to be sure. Instead, they double him off, and that really changes this inning.
plate, Wade Boggs. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. Tigers failed to make any noise. We are still scoreless.
Bounce to that, just bounce to that. Everybody when it comes.
At the plate now is Marcus Semien. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth.
Marcus.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so his work is full now. It's 3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a chopper to the left side. Banks has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
When the guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind it.
Next to hit, George Brett. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering. And he takes ball one. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. Fouled away. A 1-1. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. George Brett with a solo shot. 8th home run on the season for him. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
See the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Stepping in now, Ken Donahue, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Gets him 2 down.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
lineup. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. Now it'll be Bernie Banks. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Hit hard towards the hole. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So a good start to the inning for the Tigers as their leadoff hitter's on base. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, Dero, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He's working on bringing home the tying run standing at second base. Now the outfield signal to play shallow. We'll see if that works out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
This is line to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first down.
Now batting. The first base.
Next to hit is Kyle Stowers, trying here to plate the tying run from second. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Banks, the runner at second with 1 away. Now the outfield signal to play shallow. We'll see if that works out. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
Fastball well outside. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out and a runner on second base. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
Up next is the Tigers.
Digging in next, Jamer Candelario. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. High and deep to straightaway right. Going back is the right fielder. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it's given the Tigers a 2-1 lead.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with 1 swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
In now, Adley Rutschman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. He turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. And Detroit's taking a 2-1 lead. Now at the plate, here is number 19. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Number 19.
First delivery to him. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Pierre is under it to make the catch. There's one gone.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough ones. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Matt Chapman comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Some action now in the Tigers' bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up the throw. And it's fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Stowers ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Now the A's designated hitter, Andrew McCutchen, struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Fouled off.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
And this is going to find the alley as it heads out toward Mountain Davis for extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. Now here comes the Tigers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Matt McGill will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Aaron Judge will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll battle the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The set and the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Ready with the 2-0. Tries to uppercut that thing, but missed it. 2-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Here's the 2-1. Hey! McCutchen stands at second with 2 gone. Popped up. Stowers in foul ground. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. More from the East Bay right after this. New inning set to get underway. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Cole Roederer. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Gray ready with the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Hit on the ground for Simeon at short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Just an absolute bang-bang play at first, and we used the show track data to give you a better look at it. The runner was hustling all the way, but an 89-mile-an-hour laser across the infield was what it took to beat him. That's elite arm strength on that play. Standing in now, Bryant Packard. He'll take a look at the strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This pitch is popped up. Chapman shading to his right. 2 gone.
Now back, the center fielder, Juan Pierre.
Next it'll be Juan Pierre. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. This is foul for the first strike. Grounded slowly to the left side. He's got to hurry. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. They still lead it 2-1. Tyler Alexander comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Striding in for Oakland, Eddie Rosario. His career numbers in this matchup, he's gone 3 for 6. He's taken him deep once. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. This is in the air to left. Packard is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The batter, number 10.
Next, here is Marcus Semien. Now here's the first offering. High in the air down the right field line. Roederer is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 5, George Brett.
Next to dig in, George Brett. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down go the Athletics on a total of 4 pitches. Our score remains 2-1.
Trust me when I tell you no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special on my essence, I'm a
set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 Hit Club, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Heading after it is Judge. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So the next at bat will be Bernie Banks. He came across to score after doubling in his last at bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
First pitch of the AB now. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
0-1's the count.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. The throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second. Next up will be Gleyber Torres, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Gray has his target. Here it is.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
Hit in the air out to left field. Rosario is there, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They lead it 2-1. Caleb Ferguson comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 64.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the speedy catcher, Ken Donahue.
The catcher, Ken.
Salvador Perez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. First pitch on the way. And so take a look at ball one. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 3 homers and 11 RBIs. The 1-0. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ronald Acuna. It was a backwards play, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. He has to put the ball in play.
On the first, and now the A's are down to their final out. Stepping in next, number 19. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
I'm a pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high, ball 3.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk it, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And, folks, this ball game is tied. So a solo shot here to left center field. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit sharply on the ground. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2 out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Andrew McCutchen. Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode. Here's the first pitch. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And that's in there, base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track? I'll be honest with you, Hero. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball with that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
Here's the first pitch. Aaron Judge is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. It's 2 down. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
3-1. Here it is. Heading out towards shallow right. Ritter is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Salvador Perez will remain in the game in the number 9 spot and take over at catcher.
Now catching, number 14, Salvador.
We are into extra innings, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Kyle Stowers. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 0-1 goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Rosario coming on. He's there and records the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Big spot here, and it'll be Jamer Candelario. And a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that will keep the game tied. Now the outfield signal to play shallow. We'll see if that works strikes out. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one away.
Up next for the Tigers.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Adley Rutschman, flew out last time up. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here's the first pitch. Now the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And here in the extra frames, he's just now coming up on pitch number 100.
Yeah, Matty, this is unbelievable. For him to be so economical with his pitches, to pitch into extra innings, this reminds me of the '91 World Series Jack Morris, John Smoltz battle.
Boy, Dero, you touched on it. This is the days of Jack Morris, Roger Clemens, Pedro Martinez, Brett Saberhagen, guys that wanted to finish what they started. Extra innings, that's just a little added incentive.
Next up for Detroit, Cole Roeder, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now you see the A's manager up out of the dugout on his way toward the mound. And that's going to be all for Sonny Gray. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Jesus Luzardo trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Here's the 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you.
That will have to press pause as that's strike 3 to retire the side. Big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. A chance to win it now as we head to the bottom of the 10th, still tied. Tarek Skubal comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Up next, Eddie Rosario. The winning run stands at second base.
Eddie.
Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
The 1-0, and the runner's breaking for third. The 1-1 pitch. Hard liner toward short, and this is down, and that should do it. And it's celebration time as the A's are going to walk off with a win.
Well, that at bat shows clearer than anything that some guys, they have that clutch gene and some guys just don't. He brings home the winning run from second and is being absolutely mobbed by his teammates. What a finish.
The finish in tonight's game. Jesus Luzardo earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men.
Shout out to Nick Lee. 6 months in Redondo, beach right by the condo. Oh my gosh, oh my casa. I'ma need my sushi pronto. Shooting star like a Cosmo. Make you move like a mambo. Spank a hater like a bongo. They be sleeping mono.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting in the AL West, Jesus Luzardo earned the 3rd W of his season as the Athletics took care of the Tigers 3-2. The Rays put up 16 hits on the day as they blasted the Astros 10-4. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim racked up 11 hits as a team as they sank the...
Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase, money in case, clean up base. Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase, money in case, clean up base.
Got a call for it if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it, doing like good at the show. Got a call for it if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it, doing like good at the show. Pick up the pace, step on the deck, we need to stretch. Mama the truth, playing it cool, wipe out the sweat. Get in the zone, king on the throne, I'm about to flex. Home I'm throwing by their opponent, show me who next. Play in the field, look alive, slide, die, line, dry like Dion on prime time. I'm 0 to end, while bun down when I settle in, I break ground. Steal the base when you not around. Golden glove with a triple crown, I raise the ring cause I hold it down.
I'm out to chase, money in case, clean up base. Pick up the pace. I'm out to chase, money in case, clean up base.
Got a call for it if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it, doing like good at the show. Got a call for it if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it, doing like good at the show. Pick up the pace.
2 seam ain't enough, 4-tie team is us. Man on first, on second, on third, I'ma have to clean it up. I done went yard, they ball gone, the alien beamed it up. Man contract, they want me back. I'ma have to green it up like Fenway Wall, really feel fine. Worried about y'all, it's just my time. I got my swing right, that's a green light, that's just my sign. This was a green light, if you missed out, better press rewind. I'm just a highlight reel, to do what I do takes skill.
Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase, money in case, clean up base. Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase, money in case, clean up base.
Got a call.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Oakland A's. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, and guys, the A's are looking to break out the Blues here at home.
No doubt they will be absolutely focused. You want to steal a sweep from your rivals any chance you can. And I got to be honest, this is probably bigger for the fans than the players playing in this one. Huge bragging rights at stake.
Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done. Controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Now with the plate is Juan Pierre, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And now the infield shifts into a bunt prevent formation. No surprise with the speed that's at the plate. And a barehanded pickup. He is out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man on base. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Thoughts, Dan, who stands out?
You know, Matt, if there's one guy they need a little bit more out of, it's Anthony Rutschman. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Oh, yeah, Matty boy, it's time right here, Dero, to start getting greedy. You win the first 2 of a 3-game set at home. It's time to get greedy and go for the sweep.
Yeah, you got to take care of business in front of your home fans, without question. That's exactly what this team's doing.
1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And they'll take it to the ball himself for the out. Now at the plate, Ernie Banks. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Hard hit ball to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice AB right there. A little potential for some 2-out lightning, getting a cleanup hitter to the dish after the first 2 batters of the inning were retired.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Banks is off at first with 2 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. It's the Tigers. Pedro Martinez starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lifted in the air to center. Pierre is under it to make the catch. There's 1 gone.
Batting second.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He's slugging over 600 coming into play. That's a lot of extra base hits, a lot of home runs, a lot of doubles, and a lot of balls in the gap. That doesn't come easy, and he has really impressed a lot of people so far this year.
At the plate now, number 19. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Swing and a little tapper. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Pierre has it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Here comes the first baseman, Kyle Stowers. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
Catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first down.
That is good.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Jamer Candelario comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. On to first, and there were two down.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Adley Rutschman stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking even.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping up is Andrew McCutchen as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Now here's the first offering. Swing and a liner, but this lands foul for the first strike.
He smoked that changeup foul. That's why we're seeing the expansion of netting around baseball.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Hard hit toward the hole. Gloved by Banks. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
To the plate now, Reggie Jackson. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
The 1-1.
Nope. That's inside.
McCutchen leads on second with nobody out. All even now, 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He set. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Pulled toward right center field. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second. So now to the plate, Marcus Semien. Runner in scoring position with Sudan. As a look, now the pitch. Swung on, missed it, 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge set-to-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. The A's strand one. We'll move to the third with no score. Now to the plate, Cole Roederer. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Roederer is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
So one gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West. You just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Next up, Bryant Packard. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. Now the first pitch.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And here's his swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Pulled toward right center field. Laureano comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for out number 2.
The center fielder on the mound.
That'll bring up Juan Pierre. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And now the infield shifts into a bunt prevent formation. No surprise with the speed that's at the plate. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Hit on the ground to short. Simeon's there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now. And up next it'll be the Hall of Famer George Brett.
First baseman, George.
First pitch on its way. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
That's outside.
Well, there's a classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. Now a ball rolls softly to second. Gonna be a tough play. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Salvador Perez.
Next up is Salvador Perez. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
You get a swing like that, you know the hitter made up his mind he was swinging no matter what on that pitch.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. If you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Hit hard on the ground at first. Now he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Number 22.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next will be Ramon Laureano. And now the first pitch. This is line to left. Packard finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. A's are gone in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Wade Boggs.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Liner toward right center. This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Into the box now, Ernie Banks. And bouncing ball foul. A base hit in his first trip. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Number 19 backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The batter, the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Stepping in once again is number 19. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now the pitch. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball. It gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
That evens it up, 1-1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. the throw is in there easily. The throw bounces on the way down. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early in the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutcheon, who comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. He's set, now the pitch. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Smoke toward the hole. Dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Now back, the designated hitter, Reggie Jackson.
Striding forward now is the DH. Reggie Jackson struck out in his first at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Banks trying to get there, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged the bullet.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Pierre moving for it to the track. He jumps, but he can't make the play. It's off the wall. Now both runners are across.
Yeah, when that left his bat, I thought it was out of here for a 3-run shot, but to his credit, he didn't hesitate or break into that home run trot. He busted it out of the box and was thinking triple all the way. Well done.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. He'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. 2-run shot to straightaway center, number 22 on the year. As the A's have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff. Homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
George Brett, number 5. And he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he is into third with a two-out triple.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has to play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
And up steps Salvador Perez. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. 4 runs here in this half inning. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Rutschman recovers, and the throw to first ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the A's 4 and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th. Ready now is Kyle Stowers. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Jamer Candelario. He bounced out last time up. And he fouls this one off.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Jamer Candelario goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First offering on its way. Adley Rutschman is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
And a reach here, but this gets past him, and this one could be trouble. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
So now to the plate, Cole Rover, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Roll. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
1-1 the count. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Pitch inside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So now into the box is Ramon Laureano. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Next to stand in is number 19. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Goodness. 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Now batting.
Now to bat, Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
That's a ball.
A ball and no strikes. Look out. 2-0 now.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
The 2-0 on the way. Is chased out of the zone for strike one.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Had a good cut there, but he can't time the breaking ball. That evens us at 2-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this.
Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all just in the...
And stepping in, Bryant Packard. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball one.
The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And this will be fouled away.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
The 2-2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Simeon's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The center fielder, number 9, Juan Pierre.
So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Juan Pierre. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Sent on the ground out to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Wade Boggs.
So next to hit is Wade Boggs. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the first pitch.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail it 4-1. Terrence Skubal is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
29, Terrence Skubal.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Andrew McCutcheon. First pitch on its way.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it, 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? No cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Fouled off. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And there's ball 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Packard is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 11.
And now Eddie Rosario, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. First offering. Swing and a miss, and he's in a hole 0-2 now.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Fouled away.
Interesting pitch selection right there. In off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Four runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Rutschman is after it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's, but they lead it 4-1. Into the box, Ernie Banks. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now at second base, Gleyber.
Next for the Tigers, Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Kyle Stowers is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And that misses 1-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Torres stands at first with 1 out. And it's fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
They'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first. Next will be the designated hitter, Jamer Candelario, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. Early second for the force out, and the Silence were set. 1 hit, 1 left. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the A's 4 and the Tigers 1. Last half of the 7th here, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Yeah, that last AB was a changeup that was way up in the zone. That ball got smoked. Listen, if you're going to throw that changeup, you have to try to keep that thing at the knees or below. He can ill afford to throw waist-high to belt-high changeups.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. Boggs fields it cleanly, and that's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 5, George Brett.
Next up for the A's, George Brett, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Now here's the first offering. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Packard will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The catcher, number 14, Salvador Perez.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch of the AB on its way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
I got the count 1-2.
The fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Count still at 1-2. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he rolls back 2-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Now another 2-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Now to the plate, here is Adley Rutschman. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here's the first pitch. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time. The Athletics maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale. So if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Cole Roederer.
And now in the box, Cole Roederer. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They're all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And now here is Bryant Packard. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop of first saves an error as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Henry Silva is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Digging in now, Ramon Laureano. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. This one's down to third. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Cut it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Pitch inside the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there. And it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag. But he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
To the plate now, Matt Chapman. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. A's go quietly there, but they lead it 4-1. hits in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the Oakland skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Dennis Eckersley answers the call from the dugout, as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Now the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Chasing after it is Rosario. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate now, Ernie Banks. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And now this crowd, announced at around 33,000, come to their feet. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. Last breath for the Tigers. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Punch out to end it, and the A's finish the job and complete the series sweep of their rivals at home.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The A's took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jacob deGrom takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Athletics, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Tigers, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Astros held their opponent to just 2 hits as they beat the visiting Rays 3-0. The Orioles earned the 3-game series sweep as they home runs as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 9-4. The Cardinals totaled 11 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-5. It was their 5th straight victory. The Washington Nationals picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the visiting Mets 10-9. The Atlanta Braves allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-3. The Brewers put together 10 total hits as they